The au pair affair trial continued today in Fairfax County. Brendan Banfield's defense began the day with a motion to dismiss the trial, calling it tainted. The judge denied that motion. Banfield is accused of killing his wife and another man inside their house back in 23. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder has been in the courtroom all day and breaks down day 5 of testimony.
Today, the defense began its case and started presenting evidence, and defense attorney John Carroll jumped right into what he told us would be the focus of his case all the way back in opening statements when he said, digital evidence doesn't lie, people lie. So today, we were hearing the defense start to pick apart this idea of the catfish theory. The catfish theory is where prosecutors say it was Brendan and the au pair setting up an online profile on this fetish BDSM sex website, pretending to be Christine, and then using that fake profile to lure Joseph Ryan over to the family's home to conduct this rape fantasy with Christine. On the witness stand today was this man. This is Detective Brendan Miller. He used to be a digital forensic investigator at Fairfax County Police. And after the killings, he went through all of the computers and all of the phones that were associated with everybody in this case because he was trying to figure out who was using Christine's devices to communicate with Joe Ryan. He put together a report, and that report was the topic of conversation today. Listen to this.
Based on the digital evidence I had at the time and the facts known at the time, it indicated that the device owner was responsible for the activity on the device.
And that device owner?
Christine Banfield.
So Miller completes his report. It's his determination that it's likely Christine communicating with Joseph Ryan. So that pokes a big hole in the prosecution's case. But then the prosecution gets into cross-examination and they say, Detective Miller, wait a minute. Can you be absolutely certain, without seeing who's using the computer, that it was Christine? And then he said this.
But throughout the context of all of the conversations that you saw occurring, the activity that you saw occurring on Christine's phone, could you conclusively opine as to who was behind the screen?
No.
So he was very confident it was Christine using the cell phone. He was very confident it was Christine using the computer to communicate with Joe Ryan, but he couldn't be 100% certain. What changed his opinion? Well, the au pair, Juliana Perez Migueles, told detectives, told attorneys, hey, it was me and Brendan. He said that new piece of evidence changes everything in his opinion. However, he was still standing by his work that he believes the digital forensics showed it was Christine doing it all the while. That apparently did not sit well with his superiors at Fairfax County Police. Detective Miller testified that he was transferred out of the digital forensics unit into a different department. Coming up tomorrow, there is going to be a lot of command staff that the defense is going to call to the witness stand, and they are going to try to show, maybe even try to confuse the jury a little bit about what was going on at Fairfax County Police, that detectives didn't believe the catfish theory, and if they didn't, they were punished. We'll be watching for that tomorrow. Reporting in Fairfax County, Drew Wilder, News 4.